Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, December the 1st, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Golden Foil Tarot cards. So happy December. May it be full of blessings and light and love and family. As do your salt and cinnamon ceremonies if that resonates with you. This is I feel like a lot of reflection and a great time to do your manifestations. You'll see that with the Seven of Cups again. We got that yesterday as well. One of the cards when I was putting the deck away. We're starting off with the Magician, and I feel like you possess all the knowledge, the power, the know-how. I feel like your life's lessons. Like literally before I started posting, there was a post that I saw that it's like this part of my life is invite only. It's like we are not accepting attitudes or bull crud like we used to. Like, I feel like it's like people pleaser to a point, but I also feel it's like a fear of being alone. And it's like, you know, it's not being alone. It's like if we realized how many of our ancestors surrounded us, like on a day-to-day basis, that support us, love us, care for us, sharing channel messages, channel images. I feel like there's some people, because we're all born with this ability, it's like, whatever you put your energy into is what is happening in your life. You want that job, you sit there and follow up everything. You want, you like someone, you sit there and, you know what I mean? It's just like anything in your life that you really wanted, like you have to sit there and put that kind of energy into that. I feel like with this, it's just like, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your abilities. Don't let anyone tell you you're crazy. Someone told me I was full of poop, and the exact same thing, like that exact same person was like, oh, can you do readings for me? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do readings for you. I don't want to hear what they have to say. Because I know, like, they've already said it out of their own mouth. So I'm not even, honestly, whatever comes out, I won't be shocked. Because it's just like, I already said this to someone that we both know. And I'm just like, this is what I feel. And I'm like, I have this feeling. She's like, no, I don't think you're right. And I'm like, no, I am. She said as much, like, now, like that back then. But it's like, so it's just like, trust it. Don't let anyone tell you different. Get your own tarot deck if that's what you feel drawn to. You want to start posting, come up with a name that nobody knows. Don't tell anyone you're doing it. And sit there and start pulling cards. I got the Fairy Tarot cards. I had the Game of Thrones deck. I didn't want to open it because I wanted to keep it as like a keepsake. But then I was just like, nope, I'm opening it. I got a second deck. By accident. I had one. It was because it kept getting delayed. So I ended up with two. I ended up selling one. But it's just like, follow that. What is the story? That's what I always say with myself. What is the story they're trying to tell me here? And as I'm telling the cards, it's like they tell me messages, they show me images. So it's like, pay attention to that. Like, channel messages are very powerful. So I feel like don't let anyone tell you different. We have the Page of Pentacles. News is on its way. I feel like some of us are waiting for news. Spirit has already told me we got it. I said, like, when I was posting for TikTok, like, official word. I feel like this universe is the official word. But I feel like it's just like, to hear that answer or them to text that answer. I feel like she's going to call. But I feel like, Spirit had already said this. It's not going to happen in the timeline that I think. Because she's like, and even when she was, I talked to her, she's just like 2 months notice. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm happy to hear that because, like, I just literally put up the tree when this happened. And I'm just like, I'm like, the tree looks so great. I'm so happy. I got vinyls this year. I'm not even done yet. I have to put zero at the top of the tree, and I got some other decorations I want to put up. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just, I was just like, oh, I don't want to, and Hanukkah's literally next week. So it's just like, you want to sit there and have that love and life for the holidays. And I already said, like, I don't even care. If it's the last things I pack up, I don't even care. Like, I'm not going to take that away from the kids. This is like the magic and wonder of this time of year. All of our nutcrackers around and everything. So it's just like, do what makes you happy. Do what resonates with your family. I don't care if I'm up till 3 a.m. before we move, putting everything away. It's just like, sit there and do what resonates with you. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, also there's an opportunity coming in here. They said December 26th. I feel like we're hesitant of this because it starts in the new year. So a lot of people, we know companies like in December lay off people to make the bottom line look bigger. And then they hire you back, or they bring you back temporarily, quote unquote, until, like, in the new year, and you're working full-time hours, and then you're on again as a full-time employee. You know what I mean? It's just, that's a harsh thing to put someone through this time of year. Some people take it with a grain of salt. They're like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because it's like they get like, you know, maybe a week off or like a half a week off and then they're back to the grind again. I feel like some people it's kind of welcomed. So I feel like in that way, I feel like it's just like entertain it. If you feel comfortable with it, maybe go with it. I feel like with a hermit, I feel like you're the way that, especially the way that his head is down, I feel like you're kind of closed into yourself. I feel like you're shy. I feel like you don't like being in the spotlight, but I love the illumination around him. And I feel like that spotlight, I feel like this could be for some people where you're seeing your growing following. I feel like if you're trying to get a sponsorship, you do. I feel like you will see that change for in 2024. I feel like you will see, like, but you have to keep putting in the work. This is not a time to sit there and get lax. I know sometimes it's just like, you know, especially over the holiday last week for American Thanksgiving. It's just like, yeah, obviously they were spending, you know, the population of people that were, you know, celebrate Thanksgiving was with their family, rightly so. You shouldn't be on TikTok and all that stuff while you're with family. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot get those moments back. So it's just like, be present as much as possible. You know, we have the Empress, and this is where they're saying like this nurturing love. I feel like right now, all the way to the waning moon, this is what they were showing, the waning moon with the wild unknown, with the Empress energy. You know, Venus, I very much feel like heart chakra. I feel like, you know, loving on yourself, loving on your loved ones. You know, they were highlighting like, you know, younger individuals with the Page of Cups. So I feel like it's just like, you know, that light and love. I feel like this is the changing and precipice of time. I feel like this is kind of like a fork in a road. How do we, you know, maneuver forward? You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, as long as people feel loved and supported and safe, and I feel like the biggest word is safe, you know, I feel like this is why they're leaning on you. Like, even like my kids are really cuddly lately. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, what's wrong with you two? They start laughing at me because, like, you know, they're teenagers, you know, they're doing their own things and, you know, whatever, you know, gaming and everything else, which I want them to do. Like, enjoy your life, enjoy your childhood. You know what I mean? It's like, enjoy the things that put a smile on your face. When I hear them belly laughing, like just laughing and laughing and laughing, that makes my heart swoon. That is like the best time for me. Like, you know, to see them laughing again and having a good time and enjoying life. Like, that's what life is about. I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, they're showing gift cards, like plastic gift cards. They're also showing giving cash. So I'm not sure who that's for, but I feel like it's just like this negative energy around receiving. You know, I feel like it's because, especially with a certain person or certain people's, it's just like, you know, they do something kind and it's just like, wow, that's really sweet of you. Thanks for thinking of me, blah, blah, blah. And then they say nasty things, or they're just nasty, and it's just like, ugh, you know what? Maybe just keep the gift, and I don't have to deal with all this. You know what I mean? It's just like that negative, icky energy around it, and it's just like, I'd rather you just not get me anything. Like, honestly. Like, I can get my own stuff. Like, I don't need you to do that for me. You know what I mean? It's just like, if there's going to be icky energy around it, it's like, just keep it. You know? So, I feel like that's where it's just like we kind of have to shake that off, because I feel like that's what you're getting. Especially December. I know that's like, oh, that's so cliche, blah, 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 December. But it's just like Hanukkah is coming, Kwanzaa is coming, Christmas is coming. Any holiday I forgot, I am so sorry. I just can't remember everything. But it's just like, for us, Hanukkah, we don't do the gift giving part. I wanted to do it this year, but I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're spoiled all year round. So Hanukkah's every day. But, we do the wishes part, like, you know, wishes every day, the candles, the prayers, all that good stuff. And I don't know. This is what I love about the Hebrew faith. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like what I love, like that family, you know, like the 10 of Pentacles, which we already have, is like the unconditional love, content home life. You know what I mean? That's what I love. You know what I mean? That's all I ever wanted in my life. It's just a content home where it's light and love and happiness all surrounded by it. But I feel like, you know, it's, you know, they're highlighting on that. And I feel like, you know, if you do, you know, want to celebrate Hanukkah, like, you don't have to be of the Hebrew faith to celebrate Hanukkah. You know, it's like those wishes that we do, 8 wishes, it's like, it, you know, make it bigger than yourself. It doesn't always have to be about you. You know, someone struggling, or, you know, the world, you know, sit there and, you know, the power of prayer is magnificent. We have Temperance. I feel like it's going with the flow of things, especially like I was saying, like overthinking. You know, that's where I was sharing, like, I saw that. That's why I love how universe works. It's just like, some of them use that. It's like, oh, this was meant to find you, blah blah. It's like, oh, whatever. Oh, if you don't like it, follow this video, you're gonna have bad. It's like, shut up, you know. But I feel like some things go in your For You page for a reason. Like, I wanted to sit there and heal naturally with after being a surrogate for 3 times. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's time to heal my body. It's time to, get back into that. I don't have someone saying like, your muscles are getting too big or anything like that. Like, Emily Skye is such a body positive. It's about mobility. It's about longevity. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be, the next Lex Luthor or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm just, doing what resonates with my body. Weights work with my body. That work. What do you call that? Pilates. It's just like that core strength. Working out muscles you didn't even think you could work out. You know what I mean? It's just, that's what works and resonates for my body. I'm more masculine than feminine. And it's just like, that's where it's just like, I'm in no rush to have anybody in my life because I don't need that negative energy around me. I do push myself. Like, even today, I'm like dragging my butt and I'm just like, still got to get that workout in. I know I'll feel a lot better once I work out. I usually do. I sleep a lot better. I don't even remember turning over last night. So, you know what I mean? It's just bringing those things in. And I feel like for the rest of the year, it's just like, doing things that make your heart swoon. I think it's like void, of course. I know we have retrograde coming up, but I feel like it's just, for some of us, it could be love, where it's giving it a second opportunity. But I feel like it's just like where I saw that TikTok where it's just like, and they use the word God, which is totally fine. You use what word that resonates with you, even if it's your higher self. And it's like, with my case, it's like Yahweh Yeshua have already solved the problem. Instead of putting my energy into worrying, even if you don't get the news like I was told Wednesday, already got it. So it's just like, trusting that. Why put my energy in negative situations? Like I said, I'm dragging my butt. Let's put it into working out. Let's put it into, like yesterday, I'm just like, I had some time because I got up earlier and I'm just like, let's wash the floor. The kids were doing their, Christmas houses. One did gingerbread, one did chocolate. And I'm just like, while they're doing that and they're not in the kitchen, let me going back and forth and stuff. They're preoccupied with something. Let me wash the floor. Like, that's something I wanted to get done. Wash the floor. You know what I mean? It's just like putting your energy in good, positive things. If you're being drawn to do something, then do it. I feel like that's where universe is guiding you. I feel like what you feel that really speaks to you, and follow that. Like, they have never guided me different. You know what I mean? Like, with me, it's like I packed up and I even said that to Shane. This was before we moved into the house in North York. And I was just like, even if we turn around and we end up staying here, because it was getting to the point, it was just like, let's just stay here. You know what I mean? We probably should have, but, I was just like, I didn't care. I just like, and I packed up the whole house, while he watched the kids. And it's just like, it worked out, it wasn't a stressful move at all because he turned around, he moved his whole like workstation over ahead of time because we got the house early. And it was just such an easy peasy move, so like the moves were like loading up the house. I started unpacking the kitchen. It was so easy peasy. So I feel like it's like where spirit is guiding you is what you should do. Like, even Emily Skye, that's why I love her so much. She was just like, even if you work out once a week, it's like, it's good for you. You're moving your body around and everything. If you're able to, I know not everybody is able to, but if you're able to, like, honestly, and you live, like, I live in Canada, and it's like, if you're able to, even if you shovel off your deck, it's just like, or the front of your house, whatever it is, do it. Like, get yourself in the fresh air. It does make a difference, Like, my son was just like, oh, I want to help you. And he's like, you make it look so easy. I'm like, yeah, it's not, But at least he was outside in the fresh air. He's like, can I just stand on the deck while you do it? I was like, yeah, of course. At least he's breathing in the fresh air. If you want to sit there and shovel a little bit, there's the shovel, Like, I'm not going to say no to help, But I feel like it's just, even if you're walking up and down your driveway, who people will sit there and judge and it's like, what are you doing? You're sitting inside your house watching what everybody else is doing. Don't, you know what I mean? Stop letting people's opinions bother you because it's not their life and they don't affect you. They don't add to your life. They don't contribute to your life. All they can do is flap their lips. Just ignore them. I feel like, being offered to you from universe, something's going to come out of the blue. I feel like someone, I feel like for some of you, they said twins. So this could be where you get like fur babies. So you only wanted to get one, but you end up with two. For some of you, this is actually literally twins. You expected one, you end up with two. You know, so I feel like in that twin flame, maybe that because they said twins. So you know what I mean? We had Gemini energy with the full moon. So who knows what the twins will come out as for some people. We have the King of Pentacles. I feel like it's like concentrate on your financial endeavors as you move forward. This could be playing out where the Hermit comes in. We have the Hierophant, and so 555, 444, 111, like 1111, 333, or even 111. It's just like you'll see these angel numbers come forward and higher levels of thinking. And I feel like, again, this is magnifying your clairaudience. I feel more so getting channeled messages. It's like trusting in that. I even said that to one person. I said, your intuition is on point more than you realize. He always comes to me. Prezi is an upcoming New York rapper. And he was just like saying that to me. Like he doubts himself. We all do. But that's how we build that trust with the universe. Gaia, Mother Earth, Creator, Divine, Yahweh, Yeshua. It's like we create that trust even further by trusting what our intuition is telling us. That is our higher self speaking to us. We have the Fool here. We're on the precipice of change. We're sitting there ready to, whatever this is unlocking here for us. I do feel like 2024 is going to be a big year for a lot of people. Things like you didn't even expect to happen are happening. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is something that has been showing up all week. It's been showing up for a while. This is a yes card. This is a content family. I feel like that's what a lot of people want. It's a content home life. That home is where the heart is. Your sanctuary. Like you don't allow your peace to be disturbed. So you don't allow people to come easily in and out of your life because it's like you're disturbing my peace and I don't want any part of it. We have a blessed, content home life. We don't want any nonsense. Seven of Cups, I feel like this is if you're anyone like myself, where I collected like images and words, like especially flyers. Like I'll sit there and I'll look what it's about, and I'm like, okay, like it's a home, like put that on my vision board. Numbers. If there's an angel number, put that on my board. If there's words that that really resonate with me, I'll cut out that word, put it on my board. Like I'm always adding to my vision board throughout the year. Maybe there's a saying or something that really resonates, so it's just like add everything and anything. I always put the year at the very top, and then it's always about, Yahweh, Yeshua, because that's what resonates with me. You do what you want, and I build around it, and it's just like, career, family, vacations, things I want to manifest, It's just like a whole smorgasbord of what I want. So it turns into this beautiful collage. You can turn on your music and just sit there and have a good old, crafts day. You know what I mean? Especially like, this time of year where it's a little bit cooler and not everybody's outside. Maybe you're decorating cookies. Like yesterday, I was just like, you know what? These came in. I know you guys love doing this kind of stuff. They love crafts. This time of year, like I always try to find fun things for us to do, and like you could see how much they've changed, where before they would just like throw it together. My oldest is smart. I shared their houses with my family in Australia, and I'm just like, look what the boys did, because they were showing, like they all went to the farm, so they're sharing that with me, and I'm like, oh, this is what the boys are working on. So Michael did this big elaborate gingerbread house, and he did such an amazing job. And Jenner was just like, well, I don't want to mess up my chocolate, because it's a mixture. It's a Kit Kat log house. So it's dark chocolate and white chocolate, and he loves milk chocolate. So he's like, I don't want to put icing on my milk chocolate, So he tried to do something really cool, but it's just the Santa wouldn't stay on the roof. So I think he just was like over it. He's like, I don't care. I'm over it. I just want the chocolate. He took it apart. I'm like, let me take a picture. He made a chimney and everything. He was so like, he was going all out. But Santa would not sit in the chimney. Santa would not stick. And I'm like, well, just like kind of let him cradle like kitty corner on the roof or something. And he was just like over it. And he's like, oh, that's fine. I just want the chocolate. It's like, okay, it's fine. It says log house. He can do whatever he wants, right? So I was just like, okay. At least he had fun doing it though. Like him and Michael was like, helping him out. But it's like, I love seeing that kind of stuff. Their creativity and everything. So it's like, this is a great time, even for yourself. You can find great activities at the dollar stores and stuff like that, where you guys can like sit together, maybe put on Christmas music or some, bands that you guys like, and play that, and just sit there and have a good old time doing whatever. That's what I love, like Halloween, doing the pumpkins. We just sit there and put it like an old shower curtain on the floor so no paint gets anywhere, or you can get a brand new one, it's up to you, but I just use an old one, utilize it, and I just sit there, lay it out, and put all the paints and everything out, so if the pumpkin rolls or something like that, it gets on the shower curtain rather than the floor, and just have a good old time with it. That's what they will remember, those memories more than anything. So it's just like, cherish those moments, because they're as they get older, they're far and more in between, because like they start adding people to their life, their best friends, their future partner, or whatever it is, whatever situation, just friendships, you know what I mean? So it's just like, cherish those moments. You never know, like if they end up having a family of their own, they start doing those things with them, and it's like, yeah, I used to do this with my family all the time. Building traditions that carry on. So that's what it's about. But they are showing like shortbread cookies and decorating shortbread cookies. So I'm not sure if that's something you do traditionally with your family, but that's what they're showing. So it's just like, have fun with it or whatever. But I feel like this is what, like, it's like a chill time for the rest of the year, by the grace of God. They're showing Israel. Ooh. I should do like a channeled for retrograde. I haven't done that. I'll probably do that this weekend. But you know what I mean? It's just like, take it easy with yourself, and, trust the universe. You start hearing things, and I know some people, oh, you're crazy. No, it's channel messages. They're trying to guide you, and see how they push you forward, how they encourage you, what messages, what things that you may just avoid. Like, when they avoid a tower moment, that could be just it. It's just like, you're in a fork in the road. What do? Do you listen to the universe, or do you sit there and go against them? And it's just like, ugh, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So you may be like me and see how really connected you are, So do it, Dolores. Oh my God. Was it Connor? I think I'm wrong. I know it's C. I just can't remember her last name. Dolores C. Saying, ask your guardian angels, ask your past loved ones, like, to assist you and guiding you. I always say that to Shane and my dad. This is a magical time, sprinkle your, like, it's their birthdays. I'm like, sprinkle some birthday magic around, have some blessings come in, So it's just like, bringing in positivity, making, situations where that would make you sad. It's transmuting it and turning it into something positive. Anytime someone says anything negative, don't wish no bad on them. Just let go, transmute it, let positive light be out in the universe, and whatever happens, don't celebrate it. When karma hits them in the face, you just carry on with your day, and you're just like, yep, I know exactly why that happened, but I'm not going to pay no attention to it. I'm not going to celebrate it, and keep carrying forward. People that are messy, they will eventually slip in their own messiness, because they end up being alone, because people don't want to be around that energy. Once they see that you're negative and you always have like negative things, you wish negative things or you do negative things, and it turns around and bites them in the butt, don't celebrate it. Just keep moving forward. It's like, because you were sloppy. That's why you're in the situation you are now. You don't tell them that. You're just like, the universe will sort it out. We don't wish any bad on them, but when it happens, it's like, that's why it's basically checking ourselves. Don't do negative things. Don't do negative, toxic things to build up negative debt, negative karma, because that could be you. So it's just, that's why I never abuse the ability that I have and I've put my energy into, because as freely as it was unveiled to me and blessed to me, it can be taken away. That's why I always handle it with care and love and light, and I always try to be that for people that trust me with their energy, because it's just like, as easily it was given it to me, as easily as it could be taken away. That's why you really have to respect this, how you are maneuvering forward with what you're given. Anyone that loves and trusts and believes and puts their energy into healing and does it the right way, they will see things unfold. May not be right away, but that's why it's not happening right away, because you're not condescending, you're not cutthroat, you're not looking out for your pocketbook. You're sitting there doing it for the greater good, what we're supposed to be doing it for. Did Jesus live having a big golden house when he was here? No, he depended on the kindness of strangers, and he was blessed with the ability. He had 3 fish and he was able to feed over 300 people. I think it was more than 300. Had 2 loaves of bread, fed everybody, and everybody was full, and there were still leftovers. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what it's about, Even in the situations where you're just like, with myself, it's just like, I don't even know how I'm going to make it forward. Boom, here's a job opportunity. It was the most sloppiest, messiest way. Thank God they were so understanding, and I'm still standing. You know what I mean? It's just like I always say that to Yahweh Yeshua. Thank you for getting me through another shift. Thank you for getting me through another week. Please let me have a positive QA. Let me, you know what I mean? Because I know it brings a lot of positivity into my life. It's like anything you do. Is it the most ideal situation? Probably not, but it's just like that is the situation what it is. It has good in it and has bad in it, but it is what it is. Make the most out of it. Like I said, give everything 110%, and you will see how things will 110% turn around. Because remember we got the Chariot and the Six of Wands. With determination and dedication on the most magnified level, you will be the victor wearing the wreath. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, December the 1st, 2023. May the universe bless you good. Have a safe and happy weekend. Do your ceremonies, whatever resonates with you. You don't have to do what I say, whatever resonates with you. I've been told so many different things. That salt and cinnamon ceremony blowing it into your front door is what resonates with me. So, whatever resonates with you, whatever brings positivity into your life, light and love, do those things. And just be open to the opportunities that, Yahweh, Yeshua, Divine Creator, Gaia, Mother Earth have bringing into you for the month of December. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.